Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. Yes, indeed, moving my mouse down into the system tray of my Windows 10 install. It is 7:01 a.m. on Wednesday, the 24th of January, and in my lap, oh, she's so cute. She was washing her face, but now she's also yipping, is Mama Squeak. Good old Mama Squeak. She yips periodically. In fact, all of my hamsters are very vocal. They don't talk when they're like on camera here, because now she's like in my hand and held in the air. But when she was just in my lap, she was making little yipping noises. And sometimes they run around and they go yeep real loud, and all my hamsters talk. And I don't know always what they want or what they're trying to say, but that doesn't stop them. I don't know what they want when suddenly there's just yip, yip, yip from a cage. I mean, I give them food, I give them water, I give them as much stimulus as I can, and who knows? Maybe they're just yipping because they're happy, or they're just yipping because they feel like yipping. But she's on the top of my hand because all my hamsters like to walk on the top of my hands now. I don't know why, but I'm going to put her back in her cage now. She is an absolute sweetie. I do not know how old she is, but I know she's getting up there. She's been a year here, and she was about a year living in my brother-in-law's garage. So she's at least a year and a half old. Ooh, she's trying to bite my hand, so I'm going to put her back in her cage now. Here we go, little one. I have let them know that all they have to do is nip like she was doing, and I will put her down. But I didn't put her down at first, so she was nipping a little bit harder to let me know, and so I put them down. Because it's like I say, all they have to do is let the universe know that they're not happy with the situation, and if the universe happens to be me, the universe will immediately just get them out of the situation they don't want. So if she doesn't like being in my hand, or any of the others don't like being in my hand, she wasn't even nipping. She was just going like this with her teeth over my skin, and other times they'll just go like that, and then they don't bite. They just lap, and then it's like, oh, we accommodate. So what's the word? I spoil. That's the word. I spoil my hamsters because I love hamsters. In fact, I'd originally, I'm going to reach down and grab him now. So it's a 2 hamster day. Hey, little guy. I moved his bin cage because I'd had him in my hand yesterday, and so it was another hamster's day in the barrel. But now I've just been fixated on silly hamsters, and now I've got him. And he's got big bat ears. They're not crinkled up close to his head, so he must not have fallen asleep yet. But look at these. I have both female hamster on my hand and lotion, because I lotion up my feet and my lower legs before I put on my support stockings. I have very dry skin. If I don't, when I take my stockings off, it's just a big poof of dry skin flying everywhere. So I lotion up and it works a lot better. But he's smelling both Mama Squeak and the lotion on my hand, so he was just sniffing and licking. But he's an absolute sweetie. So now I'm going to put him back in his cage so that he can go back to sleep. There you go, little guy. Thank you so much. I love hamsters. A very good thing. Now this one right here, it's because of my happiness comments. I've only had 1 or 2 comments about the various ones where I've said it's okay to accept happiness in your life, where they said, you know, I've tried to get happiness, and you know, it's not as easy as that. And this is what I mean. Accepting happiness does not mean you accept happiness and then happiness enters your life. No, accepting happiness is just making the decision that if happiness comes, I will let it come into my life. If it happens, it's okay to feel that way. If it happens, it's okay. That is the point. That doesn't mean happiness will come. In fact, it's likely not to come any faster than it has been before. It's just that mental change going from everything is horrible, it's going to be horrible, it's going to stay horrible, to It may be horrible now, but if something good happens, I will accept it because it's not all bad. Does not mean happiness will come. It's just that mental change of I will accept it if it does. That's all. Thumbs up on that. And I have not done much at all. Yesterday I actually fell asleep again in my chair really early in the morning and then from the afternoon on, so thumbs up. I keep hurting my arms. I'm going to end up damaging my nerves badly again if I'm not more careful. If I fall asleep in this chair, the way my arms land on the chair, my hands are numb and partially not working when I wake up because there has to be nerve bundles that runs through here, and we know there are because they run right through here for your wrist. So they go through this part of your arm, and the pressure on that is causing damage. And I know that it's causing damage because that sort of thing is why I had my radial nerve abraded in half right here. I kept falling asleep in chairs and leaning off to one side. And with my arm between the arm of the chair and my body, that put pressure right there where your radial nerve runs through. And it was like taking my nerve and, well, like a rope and running it over the top of a sharp rock over and over and over. And then one day the rope just, you've got two ropes instead. And that's what happened here. I had the one working bit of nerve fiber that ran to here, and then the non-working part where my hand didn't work. Over a year it was completely paralyzed. The only thing I could do was that. I couldn't bring them back out. I had to let gravity and muscle tone bring them back out. So yeah, I gotta be careful. Talk about, it wasn't just low-level anxiety, constant for 1 year. It was slightly higher than low. But after a year, I started being able to move my hand again, and I kept doing everything that I was doing, and now I've got some deficit still. It doesn't work right. It doesn't feel right, even though I've got 99.9% of all the feeling back. And I'm in a good 95% use, maybe 5% deficit. But while I can still feel it and it works mostly wonderful, I mean, I can go like that now. Whereas before, even 6 months ago, I was like only this fast. But now I can do that. But it doesn't feel right. My hand feels wrong. All the muscles inside just do not feel right. And I have to constantly stretch my muscles out this way, or they start to contract and pull in this way. So there's still damage that I'm fighting against constantly. So, yay. But that's why what I want to do is get another, somebody had sent me like 2.5 years ago, one of these tray tables that you put on a chair. And, you know, for like people that are paralyzed or wheelchair bound, they've still got a working surface so that they don't have to try and fit underneath the table. And they sent me one of those, and for the longest time I had that, but then during the move to come to this house, I haven't been able to find it. I don't know where it is. And I lost a bunch of stuff during the move that did not survive. I don't know what happened to it. I had a box with about 5 or 6 very expensive board games that I had bought just in the past 2 years. Gone. And they were some fascinating, wonderful board games that I love to play, but gone. Thumbs up. Try to remember now. Yes, so if I get one of those, if I put it here on the arm of the chair and then use I'd have to strap it on, of course, but that way my arms will go flonk, flonk onto the table and not against the thin arms of the chair, which just come up like that into my arm. So I need to, I'm gonna put like that on the wish list, Amazon wish list, because I have an Amazon wish list if you want to check that out. You know, I don't think I have anything on it right now because people don't buy anything on it except for 1 or 2 people, and so I tend not to put anything on there. But I'll put that on there, and if anybody would like to get that, that would be awesome. Thank you very, very much. I am greatly appreciative of everything that everybody has sent me. I don't get sent much, but the things that I do are awesome. Somebody sent me this easel. Thank you so very, very much. That was completely awesome. It's so much better than the chair. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I did a whole thing thanking you for that. And then the tablet, I did a whole thing thanking people for that, showing and unboxing and then showing it again and thanking when I finally got it to work properly. So I am super, super, super appreciative of the very few things that people send, but the very few things that people send are very awesome things. Thank you so very, very much. I have the Astrophysicist for People in a Hurry book that somebody sent me. Thank you so very much. I think Neil deGrasse Tyson is an absolutely wonderful human being. I love smarts. Oh, I love people that are smart. It's a very good thing. Past that, though, haven't been doing much. I've been playing lots and lots and lots of easy-to-play games. Because, unfortunately, the games that I really used to play a lot, that I always used to play, like Baldur's Gate and Icewind Dale, and all these really deep, in-depth games. I've got a lot of them. Planescape Torment. I've bought the new games that they've made. Oh, and they're wonderful. Wasteland 2 and Pillars of Eternity. All these things. And with my brain damage from all the alcoholism that I did, with my depression that's largely untreated, I need to get back on the meds. And I have a February 21st appointment. And with my fibromyalgia, with the resultant fibro fog, it is so hard just to even talk extemporaneously for 20 minutes and be able to remember what I'm talking about. I can't play a video game for hours and days and try to remember things. If I have to write stuff down, I can't play that game anymore because it's hard to write in the first place. And when I do write, I lose the stuff I'm writing on, or I forget to write, or I write it on two pieces, and then they get lost, and then it doesn't work anyway. The last real good one I played was probably in 1982, well, no, not 1982, like 86, when I played the Bard's Tale all the way through. Mapped it out on graph paper because there was no auto mapping. And so when you hit a spinner in a square that would just spin you in a random direction and you didn't have a compass and you had to map and graph it out on paper, that was hard stuff. I thrived on that. Now if there's not an auto map, I am lost. So I end up playing, I still play, boy, I don't know how many maps of Creeper World 3 Arc Eternal. I'm doing the Odin, I don't know what the full thing is, what it's called. It's like Prospector, and you're just collecting these Odin tokens, F, M, and C. They're just little round dots that have an F, an M, or a C. And what you're doing is trying to destroy the creeper emitters, because the creeper is just a... the enemy is fluid dynamics. It's a fluid that flows out of these emitters. And so you've got to defeat this mass of fluid that's flowing out of these things. And it's amazing how you can work on that. It's real-time strategy with a fluid dynamics as the enemy. And so you're defeating this liquid flowing out of these emitters. You have to push the things back because you have cannons and strafing things and all sorts of stuff to work on. I do about 4, 5, 6 maps a day, and they're anywhere from 25 minutes to over an hour. But if I survive the first minute, I mean, I've won. I know I've won. If I'm not immediately destroyed, I've already won the game. Because at that point, if I'm not dead within the first minute, I can just go on an unstoppable wave, push the creeper back, and then destroy the emitters. If I survive the first minute, I won. Playing the actual map is just... it's not necessary. I mean, I do, because it's something to, you know, fill the empty hours with, but it's not required, because once I've lasted the first minute and survived, I've won. thumbs up. And strafe, and oh my god, there's so many different levels to that one. It's done in mission types. There's like 3 missions on the Icarus, 3 missions after the Icarus crash lands, 3 missions working through an urban area. And I've never made it past the first. It's, you know, there's the Icarus, and then when it crash lands, it's called Black Valley. I've never made it past the first map of Black Valley. And then last night, I made it not through the first, the second, the third. I was into the 4th and almost to the 5th section of the game with almost a complete 100% health. It was just astonishing. Thumbs up for that. Well, shucks, whoa, mosquito. I keep my window open and it's been warm, it's raining, it's not snowing. You know, it feels like autumn or spring, but it's, you know, winter, but it's raining, so I keep the window open so that it doesn't get really super hot in here. And that means mosquitoes come in because there's a forest out there, and forests are bug factories. But I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my communities tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me comments. I'm not reading the comments now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. And if I mispronounce your names, my sincere apologies, but I'm going to thank 20 to 25 people. With G Girls Pain, thank you so very much. And then there is Micah Leon, thank you, greatly appreciated. MMD Vixen, thank you, greatly appreciated. I say the word appreciated way too much. You'll get to see that. Yuval Grossman, thank you. Taylor Rain, thank you very much. DJ, greatly appreciated. Grayson Williams, heck of a name, thank you very much. Earl Barnes, thank you. And Becky Danner, greatly appreciated. Starving Billionaires, wouldn't that be nice? And then there's Cragsington? I'm not sure, but thank you very much. The Gamer's Guide, thank you. Pinge Music, thank you very much. Wirch or Wirch? I'm not sure. W-I-E-R-C-H, thank you very much. Trevor Brubaker, greatly appreciated. Tundra Keeper, Modo Groaning indeed. And then we have Emmy Yui, thank you very much. Slime Guy, thank you very much. Monkey Striker ZZ FPS, thank you very much. Reptilian Viking, heck of a name, thank you very much. And Mini Beats, greatly appreciated. Nicola Cepheus, I sure hope I'm close, but probably not. King of the Jungle, thank you very much. And then we have Kapapaka, I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very much. Doggo, Make Me Alive. Thank you very much. Each and every one of you, greatly appreciated. You get me out of my head, into the real world, dealing with people, and it's a good thing. It is not a good landscape behind these eyes. With the death of my wife from 3 years ago, I'm clinical depression, bipolar disorder, I'm disabled. It's not fun. So thank you all very much, as stated, for getting me out of my head and into the world. Thumbs up. If you could check my links down below, that would be awesome. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+. I've got an Amazon wish list. I got another channel, game channel. I got an Asu gameplay on my game channel that only has 174 views. Come on, people. It's good. Go take a look. It's awesome. Thank you. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful, awesome people, that would be a beautiful and awesome thing. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool as well. But I would understand if you don't want to. My personality has rubbed people wrong my entire life. So if you don't like my videos, I understand. If you don't want to subscribe, I understand. But if you are down with it, I'll do my best to keep you entertained from now until, well, a very long time from now. After all, slap a few coats of sealant on you, stack you like cordwood down in the basement, you last for decades before you go sour. And trust me, in hard economic times like this, a guy has to eat. Cannibalism for the win. I have never eaten an entire human being. Yet. Hopefully never will. If you eat brains, if you eat human brains, you can get a prion disease, which destroys your own brain. Kuru, laughing sickness. Anyway, I've got a ration video coming up. I got a game video coming up. Hopefully, if I don't fall asleep, a game video for my game channel. That would be good. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And that, my friend, is a very good thing. So you take care, and I'll see you.